All right. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Is anybody that has something that they would like to share or topic they would like to talk about this morning?
Yes, I'd like to say something before we started. I remember Kim Johnson went to the hospital this morning.
Today.
Yes,
this morning.
Right. We included. I've already prayed for her this morning, but I'm sure that the rest of us will save good wishes and stuff for her this morning.
Mm-hmm. And I'd like to share. I had such a fun time with you all for the movie. That's why I have my background. that was a good movie, right?
Yes, it was. I've seen it a couple times, and I always pick up a point that I seem to have missed the first time around. But
that was my first time. So it was I knew the end. I saw your chat and you were like, I knew that was gonna happen. I was like, me too. I was just waiting. I was like, it's going so good so far. And then it goes straight. So the action scene, and that I was like, oh, have mercy. I knew it was coming, but I you don't want it to come, like when you're watching it, it's like you can like when you see a movie, like, even though it's not her, you get her energy. So at the end, like, it was lost. So you could really feel it,
Did anybody watch, good morning, did anybody watch the Stellar Gospel Award on BET last night?
I did.
Yeah,
I did. It was wonderful.
Yeah, it was. Yes. It come back on again Thursday night at 10 o'clock.
Okay.
Remind
me, Denise.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have a recorder? You can record it. Because
yes.
you can go to Thursday night, 10 o'clock, and record it. So you won't.
Oh yes.
I hope.
On what channel?
And I want to say Tasha Cobbs did a great job in emceeing for the for the gospel.
And they had a lot of new groups out there, the young people.
Yes, a lot of new groups.
Doing it,
Yes. And I was so amazed at CeCe Winans getting the Aretha Franklin's. You just have to watch it. You just have to see it. It was so good.
And another thing I wanted to tell y'all, when Jordan was on, he was doing the exercise. That's silver sneakers. That's a app. Well, I'm in it, but it's supposed to be, I think, 65. But it's a very good program. If you go to YouTube, you type it in. I'll probably put it in the chat. But when you put it in, you go to Metro, and you'll pull up that guy. He got a lot of exercise. But if you just go to Silver Sneakers, you get all other information. It's been around for some years. Yeah, but I forgot I was in it. Because you're supposed to be 65, I think. Yeah, but it's called Silver Sneakers. You go to YouTube, type it in, and type in Metro beside it, and you'll pull up all his videos. Or you just say Silver Sneakers, you pick up other people's videos also. They're doing exercise. They talk about cooking. They talk about a lot of things. But it's a very good program. I meant to put it in the app a long time ago.
Well, I'm hoping that Alice is going to help me pull up a few minutes of chair exercise a little later before we go. Anybody else want to share?
You can go to that one.
Remember Friday when we were talking about this marijuana incidents and whatever?
Yes.
Yes.
Don't y'all think it's very sad that they was built up $87 million people to spent on that crap in the month of July, and they still crying about they don't have money to buy groceries or gas or pay rent? And if they can't do that, how in the world can they buy so much drugs?
Exactly. That's true. I see it every day.
Priorities.
I see
That's
it
their
every day.
priority.
But that's their addiction, you know, they have to get it. That's why they going out stealing and snatching things out the stores and robbing and everything, because they need money to get their drugs, you know, and their little clothes they trying to buy. Because I think that's real stupid, running the store, everybody just grabbing stuff and, you know, running out looking like animals.
Very much
Desperate,
so.
desperate animals. And then, you know,
Only
they make it bad
flash
for
And
mob.
us.
then hell, you
How
look
do
at
you
the
feel
animals,
about
they
that?
got more
The
sense
price
than
is
that.
the price is
Uh-huh.
going up, and how do you feel about that? How
They
you
going
feel
up
about
because
being
people keep going in
having to pay for
stores,
that?
because people keep going in stores stealing.
Still the money.
They need to get their money back. So they go up on prices because people stealing everything, food, clothes, cars, whatever. So they need to get their money back. So that's a way of doing it. And they know you're going to purchase it because they know you need it. That's where they look at it. And they know
Exactly
you
right.
pay for it.
That's exactly right.
That's why the
And
price
then they
is going-
really not looking at it. The only thing they looking at the money. That's what the crooked government is looking at.
Yeah. That's all it is. The same way with the drugs, what the lady said Friday. They got their little part in it now because they want to get a piece of the action too. They don't want that man outside getting it all by himself. So they
Right.
figure, let's make it legal so we can get a piece of the action. That's all. If people get knowledge and think, you know, people don't be thinking. They just like, oh, it's legal now. Yes. No. you making that man rich because he got it so you can get it legal the same way about alcohol. That's been legal for years. They got liquor stores for it. So they say,
Sure
why
do.
not have marijuana places? You know, it's
They
crazy.
do.
It's
They got
crazy.
dispensaries.
Right.
They
Yeah,
got
Brenda.
those.
Everybody want a piece of the action. And if we give it to them and we give them the business, hey, they'll make it bigger and bigger, more and more. And the stuff start getting more out of control and more potent, and people start doing other things with it. You know, then next thing you know, you got a big thing going on, people dying and people over drugging it. They even got the kids doing it now. So
That's
all
why I
it
say
is.
everything in not moderation, right? There's literally
No,
it's priorities. Like at the end of
yeah.
the day, you choose how you spend your time in your day, and for some folks, it's harder for others because of different circumstances. So it's it's hard. So of course we nothing can excuse any of the
Yeah, but
misfortunate things that can happen, but
yeah.
Quite a few
You
of us,
have to understand that addiction is a disease. It's a
right?
disease.
Yeah, yeah,
And they
it is.
don't care. All they want to do get is the next fix or pill or
High,
smoke. Yeah. And it's
Anything
and
to
it's
put
just
in
like
the
alcohol. Alcohol is they're
it's a
finally
disease.
realizing
That's
that
right.
alcohol is a disease.
That's right. Because it's a part of addiction.
That's
And once
right.
you get
That's right.
that, and some of us, we in our genes, our parents, we carry that if we have alcoholism in our families, and and you wake it up in your life or in your body, and then you continue to want to use and take. So you
But
have
you
to stay
can make
away from those.
everything, you can make things addicted, like we're addicted to this iPad. But it's a good thing because
Yes.
it's helping us. It's healthy for us, mentally and so basically like it's not
Yes.
harming us. It's
I
not
I'm in
harming
a
us. It's
I'm in a group called Naranon, and it's supposed to have 12 steps to help the parent or the person who lives with addiction in the family, so they'll know how to take care of themselves instead of focusing on the addict all the time. So
Right.
Naranon is a real good organization that's been around for years, and we teach the person who have addiction in their family or who have an addict in their family, and it's okay to love them, but you have to love yourself so you can continue to move on and take care of yourself. So Naranon is a group that really focus on the person that has addiction in their families.
I got a question, please. I agree with you when you said when alcohol runs in your family. I agree to a point. But since you make a choice, like you know your family drinks a lot. So when I got grown, I made a choice that I wasn't gonna drink because I don't know whether it affects me. But I think a lot of things in life are choices.
Right.
You have a choice to you know what's right and what's wrong.
Right.
So if you want to drink, if you want to take drugs, if you want to rob, if you want to kill, all of these are choices you're making, whether consciously or unconsciously. When you want that kid and you see me walking down the street, you will say, well, I'm gonna rob this person. You saying it in your mind. You're not saying it out loud.
Right.
So that's the choice they make. But see what the problem, to me, what the problem is, society is not looking far enough in their backgrounds to see what happened in their lives for them to make these negative choices. I know I'm getting too deep.
Oh no, you so right, Diane.
You're right, Diane. We listening. I see Miss Bertha is on, but she's got herself muted. Maybe she has something that she would like to add to the morning thing. I want everybody to feel welcome and speak up.
Yeah, but at least you know, for we have all types of different folks in this call, right? So I hope that for maybe the ones that aren't on or even on today, I hope this you know, Zoom gives you some type of solace, because there is a lot going on. So I'm glad that you guys have this resources in this community you can, you know, speak with. So we always got to think of that.
But you know what I think? But you know what I think too? A lot of what's going on now, a lot of the official people, they I think they're afraid of the people now because they don't want something to happen to them or whatever. Like example, policemen, they got families and whatever to go home to. And I've seen in this neighborhood I'm in, I see these young people disrespect these police officers, you know, calling them names and calling them up like they want to fight them and tell them to get out of the neighborhood and this, that. But I'm saying to myself, now, them police officers they probably will stand up to them, but they know they can't exactly like they want to do. But I'm still saying respect them regardless, that's their job. But I see them in this neighborhood, and when they do come, they don't do anything no more. The guys ride them bikes all that noise and riding up and down the street. And, you know, one time in the past, they used to arrest you for that or whatever you're doing. But now it's like they can't bother them. Why they can't bother them?
Well, the police went here Sunday on this dirt bikes thing because I called the police and my neighbor for the fact that they were riding, I didn't mind them riding the dirt bike, but they were putting small children on the back of the dirt bike and he was riding up and down. And it seems like every Sunday that I'm not at church and trying to look at my church service on the iPad, he decides he's going to run up and down right in the middle of the service when they're doing the communion service. So, but this thing was dangerous. He had little bitty children on the back of this thing, and he went around that
And they
corner.
don't have no helmet,
No helmet, no nothing, and it was scary. I thought one of them babies was gonna fall off, and I was gonna be a witness to somebody dying out there. So,
and not being the same person talking, but I saw the new chief lady. She was on there talking. Now this is the second time I heard her repeating herself again, saying, "I know y'all see something. Y'all need to say something. That's to help everybody." But I'm saying, here you go again. Y'all repeating. What are you? I mean, you saying that we already know that people's not going to say anything because people are afraid they don't have nobody to back them. If
That's
you go to
true.
the
That's
police
true. That's true. That's true.
That
and
is so
tell them
very
something,
true.
they'll write that
So
down.
true.
They keep that in. They'll tell.
That's true.
And
That's
if
true.
they know, you're a police officer, and I say, "Well, that's my cousin." He'll come back and say, "You know, Miss blah blah blah, she been snitching on y'all."
Right.
You don't have no backup. That's why nobody not saying anything.
That's true.
That's exactly why. And they keep repeating themselves, say something and do something. No, y'all need to do something. Y'all allowed it to happen. Y'all let it go this far. Now y'all need somebody to help y'all. You know, we will be there, but no, we need somebody to cover us too.
We
That's
need to
what
up.
I think that
We
they
need a
allowed
people.
it to
We need a
happen.
people.
They changed the laws so that
That's right.
there's a limit on what they
Can do.
The city council has to back up the police and
Right.
back up your citizens.
Right.
And the city council has passed because some policemen, you know, my grandmother had a saying, one bad apple don't spoil the whole barrel.
Right.
Okay. And you got to be you've got to have it in your soul to think about what you want to see in your neighborhood.
That's
And you've
true.
got to be able to have laws made by the city council or by the government or whoever. The people want to turn this back into a semi-slave city. And I don't know about you, but I'm not voting for people that's going to try to make me lose my voting powers and my citizenship in my city. I'm not moving. I've been here too long. So, you know, it's 50. You got one half of this and one half of that. But I think if we all begin to stand up, you got to be able to stand up and say, this is a time. But when you took prayer and strict rules about how you behavior and what people can't say and can't do to
That's it.
children, they're not getting any structure at school, no structure at home, and they out here teaching themselves.
And that's what I was saying. Like, you know, I was saying, shoot, do like in the country do. 9 o'clock, everything shut down. Boom. Everybody, the lights darken, go in the house. It's nothing's open. The only thing open is a hospital or, you know, something like that, or hotel if you had to go home. But everything in the country is shut down. But they're doing things there too. But, you know, you got to.
That was because the men in the country was getting up and going to work.
That's right.
They was getting up and going to work, and the kids was going to school.
That's
right. The city
and no one's
is
working.
A lot different. First of all, the establishment. We got to get a lot of them fools out of there because they talk off the top of their head.
Yeah,
we need some people with common sense. And another thing, we need somebody that's in there that don't want to make no money, but want to do the right thing.
Right, Diane, that's so true.
That's what we need.
That want to do the right thing. See, all of these politicians, they go in there because they know they can secretly get raises for themselves.
Yeah.
They secretly have deals under the table.
Right.
But we need an honest politician, and I can't tell you who that is because I don't trust none of them.
I
Right.
know,
No,
me
because
either.
all a bunch of
Me
crooks. And
Yeah.
that's why things are so corrupt right now.
Right. They're
Uh-huh.
getting all this money from these developers. The developers are giving these council people all this money and stuff.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, all those
and to
kickbacks.
me, it's
Yeah.
All
going
those kickbacks.
That's right, Ronald.
to right.
Kickback.
It's going to
Big time
families.
kickbacks.
It's going to their families or their friends. You know,
And
like,
that's why they lower our food stamps and different things, because they giving it to other people. They let them come in the country and, you know, and they need
Mom.
everything. It's
Oh,
like,
Come here, 1 o'clock. Kelly, you did not. Oh, I'm sorry. No, you ain't sorry.
uh,
But you disobeyed your mama. Wait a minute. Yeah, go ahead. Your daughter disobeyed your mama. Bye.
oh,
Okay.
oh wow.
All righty.
And by the way, I'm ready when you are. So around 9:45, I can get the video started.
Okay, just let me know when you get into that time, Alex.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah. Oh yeah.
I want to
was-
say something. Oh, go ahead. I
yeah,
used to
I was-
work. Go ahead. The
Go
policeman.
ahead.
Okay, the policeman. Okay, I saw the police. I live in Ward 5, so I was on 12th Street. You know, they beat up this man on 12th Street. He has this little ice cream joint, but either way, Mr. Charles has been there for years. He's never ever had a problem.
Oh, that was so sad. That was so sad.
He's been running that place for years. Never ever had a problem. Has a good relationship. But I saw the police months ago, and I said to them at 7-Eleven, because years ago, this policeman named Robertson, he's long retired. I don't know if he did or not, but he used to walk the beat. He used to do like pop-ins at all the little stores, make sure everything okay, right? They had like little tablets they would sign. So I saw the police maybe about 5 months ago because the kids were all up in the stores early in the morning doing all that. So I don't see truancy no more, like when school is open, like it used to be years ago. You know, they have the vans that ride, but they don't stop and do nothing to the kids. But either way, I saw the police and I said to them, y'all don't do pop-ins anymore in the store. The lady gonna tell me, it was black police lady. I was about to lose it. I said, Lord, let me go home before I go to jail. She gonna tell me that they have an app where you put stuff in the app. I said, an app? What the app will do?
When you're not there, we need to see your presence.
But my thing is that it's no harm. We're paying your salary. You're supposed to be protecting our neighborhood. You're riding up and down the street all day, setting up in the car on the phone.
Right.
And you tell me you can't do pop-ins at the store. Let's check in. Is everything okay? You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
And they're talking about we got an app to do that. Oh, I was like,
See,
okay.
that's what I'm talking about.
Stuff like that.
That's why you went home and said nothing, right?
I just said, what? I said, you know what? That's okay. I will send Zachary Parker an email. That's all I can do. But I've never heard such stuff in my life before. Because years ago, they walked, they stopped in the stores, make sure everything okay. They used to have a tablet. They come in and sign in. Because the CBS, they just come in there, they just rob stuff, they just go in the store. You don't even want to go in the store. I said to them, I am a hostage in my own neighborhood. I can't even go to CVS to pick up my medication. Can't go nowhere. So
can't go get an ice cream cone. Can't go buy a box of tissues.
Can't buy nothing.
Nothing. It's ridiculous.
So the police had this attitude. The police said that one time I was talking to a nice policeman. He went to Frostburg. He said the mayor said one time that, like, when we had the pandemic, they were saying stuff to the people, you know, like get up, just get up, move. And the mayor said, don't say nothing to them. Then she'll come back and say, well, you say this to them. So that's like, we don't know what to do. You see what I'm saying? Their hands are like kind of like tied. They tell them they can, then they tell them don't do it. They tell them do it, then they tell them don't do it. So they got to the point like, I ain't doing nothing. Just give me my paycheck. I can go on vacation, go home, stay. So the problem starts from the top. It's the top people, the city council and the mayor.
Well, it actually starts with the senators and stuff. But Ronald, you were trying to say something. I want you to finish.
I was saying years ago when the police were walking their beats in the neighborhoods, they talked to the people and everything. You know, they stopped and asked you
Right.
questions, and
Even in
the
school, when I
conversation
was in
with you.
school, it was officer friendly. Come to the
Right.
school and talk to the kids and play music, give you coloring books, and they would come into schools, and that stopped. They
You had
don't
a little
have
more.
funds.
I think you had a little more respect for police back then.
Yeah,
than you
because
have now.
they knew your family and they asked
Mhm.
they asked about you and
Exactly.
you know the civic association in River Terrace has got a pretty good report because we got a big drug thing going on up at the top of the hill up in the apartments. And we're trying to get that person that owns those apartments to stop harboring all this crazy stuff. So they've been coming around and riding through the streets and stuff a little bit better. But we used to know the police officer, like you said, Ronald. You knew the police officer, he knew your family. If he saw my son on the corner doing something, he'd come around, knock on the door and tell me your son is up on the corner doing something. And he knew that you were gonna go look for him.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. But with
But these parents now are scared of their kids. I wish I'd be scared of somebody I'm clothing, feeding, and taking care of.
That's
but,
because
but, but,
babies raising babies.
Yeah,
but what's
hey, that
so
ain't
fun,
happening over here.
but what's so funny is like everything they shut down that's right for you, they'll tell you, oh, we had to close that. We don't have no more funds for it. We don't do, but it's the right thing. Why you don't have no more funds for it?
Exactly.
You know, they doing it because they want us to do what we doing. You know, like, oh, let them go out there and kill us. We don't care. You know, the population's so big anyway, more people coming in. You know, we don't care. Let them kill themselves, let them over drug or whatever. Instead of
I believe that.
having that place stay open like this iPad is free. Who knows? In the future, it might be where we don't have this no more. You know, so right now it's free to us and free for us, and you know that's why we have to take advantage of it because everything shuts down if they see too much of it happening. They like, oh, shut that down. You know,
Yeah, because they see senior citizens
that's the devil. Shut
speaking
that
up.
down.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
that's
Let's
not
hope
that.
that let's keep up uh the opportunities that we have and let them
Yeah,
know that there's a group people who they might be seniors but they're not dead and their brains still work.
and just like one more thing I want to say, just like giving out food. Okay, we was getting food stamps, but okay, they taking them away from us, the amount that we get or whatever. And now they tell you go out there and get stuff from the pantry. You know, okay, them people have to bring that stuff and give it to the pantries. And okay, why not just give you enough food stamps? You go to the store and buy your own stuff. Why you
Thank you.
gotta, get vegetables from this person, get something from that program, get, funding these programs. That I don't understand that. That's real crazy to me. But that's what they doing now. Because one time President Trump, he said he wanted to be that way at first. He was going to stop the food stamp period and give you boxes of food.
All about politics.
Yeah. And it's
I
getting
wouldn't
to
believe
that
a
point.
thing that Trump told me if he was standing before God and had his hand on 10 Bibles. I still haven't gotten over him making that speech with his hand and holding the Bible upside down. I thought, now, he probably don't even know what that book is for. They never opened the
I've seen
pages and
that.
read nothing out of it.
Oh, I've seen that.
I just keep thinking about what he said when he was getting on the plane the other day. Just how filthy the city is. And graffiti. That was there when you was here.
But how they gonna let him run for president? Get locked up. I mean, for
Hopefully.
I mean, or the trouble he in. How they let him still campaign and whatever he want to do?
Because
He has mental
he
illness.
hasn't been convicted. And we've got to pray that God convicts him.
He
Well,
has a lot of.
Or a big bird swipes him up from out the sky and drops him on the middle of the ocean and pray that he goes somewhere, you know.
well, he would be the first.
He's possessed by the devil. That's what I think. The man has got possessed by the devil and crazy as a Looney Tune.
I
He
believe he
he
has a
got
lot of
pulled.
mental illness.
Yeah, he had
Yeah,
pulled.
yeah.
He got some backup. They deal with this little I forgot what you call it, but they go to them pyramid meetings and all this. He got backup. He know what he doing.
I was
That's
listening to
why he
one of
don't
his
be
lawyers yesterday
My
on
thing
Facebook.
is, he was talking about making America great again. I don't know where you've been, but my America certainly was great. Wasn't that great, but it was greater than what he's trying to do.
Exactly.
Because he's trying to go back to slavery and undercover. He thinks he's smart.
Well,
Alice, are you there, dear?
Yep, I'm here.
Okay, are you? Let's get started with a little chair exercise. They had said, the group had said they wanted to do that on a Monday, so I thought I would start out with mine on a Monday, and if that's not appeasing to you, please let me know the next time I'm hosting that you don't want to do chair exercise on Monday.
Oh no,
So,
I think it's a good idea. And so let's take a minute so you can get a chair, and literally you can follow along with the video that I found. So it'll be a
wake up,
10,
Diane.
it'll be about a
Diane.
10-minute video, and then we'll reflect on it before we end for our morning talk show this morning. Okay.
Wake up, Diane.
Diane. Wake up,
She's on.
baby. Come on, we go get some
Everyone again,
chair
make sure you
exercise.
guys get a chair so you can follow along. Okay.
I'm gonna be kind of slow today because my sciatica and my arms are hurting, but we're gonna move on anyhow. What you can and how much you can, okay?
I know that's right. So let's go ahead and get started. I found this video on good old YouTube. So seated exercises for older adults. So let's see what this video does, okay?
Okay, the first exercise is to strengthen your lower leg muscles in the front of your lower leg. It's called toe raises. And so you're going to sit up as tall as you can, keep your feet flat on the floor, and then lift your toes up in the air as far as you can. Okay, now we'll count out 10 repetitions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10.
That was easy, right?
The next exercise is to strengthen your calf muscles, and it's called heel raises. So you're going to be sitting in your chair as straight as you can with your feet flat on the floor, and you're going to raise your heels up in the air as far as you can. So we'll begin a set of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10.
That felt pretty good.
The next exercise is to strengthen your quadriceps or thigh muscles. And if you have some cuff weights that you can wrap around your ankle and you feel comfortable using these, you can use weights. If you don't have weights or it's too difficult to straighten your leg out with weights, then using no weights is fine as well. And so what you're going to do with this exercise is to sit up as straight as you can. You're going to start with your knees bent, and then you're going to straighten your right leg out so that your knee is as straight as it can go, and then bend your knee so that your foot is flat on the floor. Okay, so we'll begin a count of 10 on the right leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. And now we'll do a set of 10 on the left leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, the next exercise is to strengthen your hip flexor muscles, or the muscles in the front of your hip. And so, again, you're going to be sitting as straight as you can, feet flat on the floor, and you're going to raise your knee up in the air as high as you can. Now, if you need a little assistance from your hand to help raise up your leg, either if it's weak or a little uncomfortable, that's fine. So you could use your hand on the same side to assist your leg coming up in the air. So we'll begin with the right leg, and we'll start a count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, and now we'll do a set of 10 on the left leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. This exercise is called hip abduction, and it's to strengthen the outer hip muscles. If you have a TheraBand, you can tie it around your thighs to give some resistance. If you don't have a TheraBand, that's fine, and you can do this exercise without resistance. And what you're going to do is to sit as straight as you can, feet flat on the floor and knees bent, and you're going to slide your right leg out to the side and then back in. Okay? So So now we'll begin a count of 10 on the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, now we'll do a set of 10 on the left leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. This exercise is to strengthen the upper back muscles. So what you want to do is start in a seated position as straight as you can. You're going to hold the TheraBand between your hands so there's a little bit of tautness to begin with in the band. And then bring your elbows back so that you're squeezing your shoulder blades together. And you want to feel the muscles between your shoulder blades working with this exercise. So we'll now count out 10 repetitions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10.
Wow, what'd you think? Was that, you know, towards the end, I was like, ooh, that's something different, right?
Yeah. Thank you, Alex. How's everybody feeling after that?
I'm sleepy now.
Good,
You're
good.
sleepy now. Okay.
Oh, I saw, I seen you, Gracie. I seen you. You was doing really good.
I was trying.
Well, yeah, that was so simple. First your toe, and then your heel, and then your legs, and then your waist, and then your arms. How easy is that?
Mm-hmm. Yep. My left leg wasn't working too good this morning, but I'll try later on.
Oh yeah, just literally do it like when you get up in the morning. That's what you start off with, and that
You're
gets your
doing great,
stretching,
Gracie. Yeah.
and it you know gets the day started on a good note, right?
Yeah. Okay. How much more time we got, Alex?
Well, it's almost 10 o'clock, but
Okay.
you know, we usually start at, you know, before we start at like 10:15 or so. So you know, you all can, you know, get something to eat, get something to drink, use the restroom, you know. But let's all thank Ann for hosting today's session for our talk show this morning. So thank
What
you, Ann.
song we gonna end the day on? Anybody got a song they want to end the day this morning on?
Thanks, Ann.
Yes, but I had one.
Oh, you're welcome, everybody. My pleasure.
Yeah, and well, you know, we're on every day this week at 9 o'clock. So I just come on and see Ann and I, and let's it's always fun speaking with you all and learning from everybody.
You got 4 more days of this craziness.
No, it's okay. But yeah, just everyone, you know, get yourself situated, and we'll start our advanced session this morning at 10:30. You know, We're doing selling on Amazon. We have our lunch club with Mr. Thompson at 12, and we'll have our module 1:30. So just stay on and enjoy our sessions today.